Hi guys, my name is Tomcat, and welcome back to Forza Horizon 4 for a brand new episode of Stock vs. Tuned. Now, this is going to be yet another subscriber-requested episode, and it is going to be the Mustang RTR Spec 5 against a Datsun 510. Now, I've featured the Datsun 510 on this show before, but in order to kind of change things up a little bit, what I'm going to do is I am not going to allow the PI of the Datsun 510 to go over the PI of the RTR Spec 5, which the RTR Spec 5 is sort of an upper A-class car when it comes to PI ranges. So with that being said, I think we've got a good battle ahead of us, and we're going to take the RTR Spec 5 out to the highway and see what she'll do. So driving the RTR Spec 5 stock means we have the 8-speed auto. And the 8-speed auto is a very strange transmission. And I need to go back and rephrase that. It's not the 8-speed auto, it's the 10-speed auto. I'm just so used to saying 8-speed auto. But the 10-speed auto is a very weird transmission, but it actually will probably help us out in terms of acceleration because we can have so many gears so close together, and we'll actually be able to have our top speed as well. So let's do it. You know what? Let's have a little bit of fun. Yes. Oh, come on. It's like we've got a roundabout here, dude. We might as well use it. There we go. I mean, and hey, we get the tires warmed up a little bit for a launch. I mean, it all works out somehow in the end. All right. Well, it seems that somebody's done a burnout here recently. I have no idea who that could be. I've absolutely no clue. Nope. No idea. All right. So let's do a... Oop. Will it not let us? No, it will not let us do a launch control start. All right. Well, that means we are going to do about 3,500 RPM. And go. Well, that was more like 4,500 RPM. The gears are so close together, but it does make you feel like you have a ton of acceleration, though. Not too bad. We're at 130. Come on, 150. All right, 153.9, so almost 154, but we're going to say 153.9. I mean, 153.9. I mean, because it's an official speed and we crossed an actual speed trap, we're going to call it a 153. And 153 is nothing to sneeze at for a factory A-class Mustang. And these just look so good. They really just have such a great look to them. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go grab a stock Datsun 510 and bring it out to the highway, see what it'll do stock, and then see how close we can get or if we can pass 153 after we modify it close to this car's PI. And just so you know, there isn't any ridiculous craziness going around behind the scenes. You know what? We're going to go ahead and pull that up anyway. We are going to buy our own Datsun 510, and I'm not going to, just reset I'm not just going to reset upgrades on one I already have because, well, partially because I don't want to reset the upgrades on the one I already have because I like the one I already have, and it's kind of a continuous project. So I'm going to buy another one. I mean, these cars are very cheap, so you might as well buy another one. And, I mean, they're also like, quirky, and they're quirky and cool, and honestly, I could see myself maybe owning one of these someday as a project car. I don't know what I would put in it engine-wise. I mean, you've got all sorts of options of things you could put in a Datsun 510 in real life. I mean, I feel like you could stay in the Nissan family, and you could do like an SR20, which would be, you could do like a 350 wheel horsepower SR20, and you would be golden. Or you could be a little bit more interesting and do something like maybe a 1J or a 2J if it would fit. Or you could just be wacky and wild and crazy and do a, like a 2-rotor, which would be a weird swap in a 510, but I'm sure somebody's done it. And this thing, by the way, plows around corners with those skinny tires. I mean, you have to expect that it will, but at the same time, when you get out of something like, an RTR Spec 5, you go, oh, okay. You go, oh, yeah, that's really bad. Let's see what happens if I flick it. Oh. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Hello. Oh, hello, flatbed. God, it's so slow. It's painfully slow. And it revs up so slow, too. Like, rev matching this thing is I won't say it's hard. You just have to tell yourself that it revs up, like, a ton slower than, like, anything else. Come on. Into second. Wow. It even, like, slipped the clutch a little bit. It was like, it was weird. Into third. Oh, my. What are you doing? I had time to look back at another car. That shows how slow this car is. Still flat. I mean, of course I'm still flat. I try to never lift on these, but... Into fourth. I was kind of gambling on whether or not it had a fourth. 98.5 miles an hour, which is slower than the stock 53 Corvette that we tested. That is actually really sad. But let's see, once we build it up to about the same PI as the Mustang, let's see what kind of speeds we can get out of it. Now, just to clarify, the stock RTR Spec 5 has a PI of A780. So that's what we're shooting for, A-Class 780 PI. So let's go into the shop now and see what we can do to get ourselves to that point. So, you know what? Since we're trying to save on PI, we're only going to do a few things. You know what? I feel like since we're trying to save on our PI, what we could probably do... I mean, the car's going to look super goofy. It's going to look super goofy. But we're going to run a race tire in the front and in the back. And we are going to do... God, those stock wheels are, like, stupid heavy. They are stupid heavy. Like, everything, even stuff that wouldn't normally reduce weight, is reducing weight, which is really sad. Let's see. We'll get those on there. Oh, man. I just realized this is one of the cars that won't let you do offset adjustment. Ooh, that's interesting. God, that's kind of sad because I feel like this car would be so much better with, like, proper offset. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like it would just look so much cooler with proper offset. But, so we're going to need a... We're going to need a engine swap of some kind. And... I feel like, oh God, all right, 3.2 inline 6, 2.6 inline 6, yeah, we're gonna need the turbo rally engine. Well, not necessarily need the turbo rally engine, but I'm gonna run the turbo rally engine. We're gonna need a race transmission. Oh my God, so... This is going to be weird because we're not really going to be able to get... Oh, this is going to... Yeah. That's almost A780. That's annoying. That's annoying. Oh, God. That's all the room we have to work with. Oh, and the car's ugly. So it's like... It's literally like a junkyard Datsun 510... And this is all, like, we really have room to do to it. So, 153 miles an hour. That's the target. Let's see what we can do. I really tried to save on PI with this thing. So, whoa. So, it kind of drives weird. Oh, my God. The stock diff doesn't like me. At all. Like, this stock open diff, it genuinely hates me. Let's see... Oh my God, all it does is spin the inside wheel. That is, that is depressing. Yeah, I don't know if we're gonna do 153, bro. I really don't. Oh, this is gonna be a toss-up. Oh, see, all it does is spin the inside wheel. Oh, this is gonna be a tricky one to get off the line. All right, 3, 2, 1. You know what? No, just for comedy's sake, we're going to do a launch control start, but I don't know how much good launch control is going to do. And go! It actually launched better than I thought it would. There's 100 into fourth. There's 110. There's 120. There's 125. There's 130 into fifth. There's 140. Oh, come on. Ah, 147. So it didn't quite beat the Mustang. You know what, though? We have a race transmission. And we have it for a very specific reason. Oh, yes. We have it for a very specific reason. Oh, the top speed overall is only 156. That's kind of sad. What is it now? 155. Let's see if I can keep it within, like, 154. Okay. So this is going to be our best shot. This is genuinely going to be our best shot at getting that speed. So if we're shooting for, like, 153 and our top speed's, like, 154.7, oh, I'm scared because we're going to get there faster, but I still don't know if we're going to actually make it because we got close to our top speed this past time. I mean, we did like 147.9, almost 148, which is close. Not quite there, but it's close. We are a lot more acceleration bias now, too. All right, let's ease it out of the hole. Second gear, third gear. Oh, God, okay. It rips gears a lot faster now. There's 100. There's 110. Come on, 120. It feels faster. There's sixth gear. There's 140. 148.1. Wow, even that much gearing adjustment didn't really make that much of a difference. So, it's close, but it's not quite there. I mean, if we were trying to do it off of, like, off of PI, this thing doesn't quite have it. I mean, like I said, it comes close, but again, as you can see with, like, the stock suspension and the really crappy brakes, I mean, we really tried to save PI on this car, and we still didn't quite get it. So, hope you all enjoyed this episode of Stock versus Tuned. This one was a little bit different, but I still hope you guys enjoyed it, and remember to always leave your suggestions in the comment section down below. I will see you all next time. Talk to you guys later.